is now out of the booth. It's about to get its color sand and buff. I already gone around to little tiny specks of dirt and sanded the big ones out with 1000 grit, and then now the whole truck will get full 1500, 2000, 3000, and then buff. I got the first set of parts set up in the paint booth, ready to shoot some sealer on. I still have like, I don't know, 15 more things I have to paint right after these. It's probably like 9 o'clock at night. I'm gonna try and get everything done tonight. So I'm gonna paint these, let these dry, and then go ahead and paint the other stuff. And then I can go home. Got the tail light taped up. I still have to do this one. Spoiler, rear fender flares, all the other plastic pieces, they're all 600 ready for paint. Yeah, they're just thrown on top of there, but it's all fine, it's good. And then I got the front bumper, I just threw it in primer. I gotta wet sand it once I finish painting the stuff in the paint booth now. And by the time that is all dry and this is sanded, I should be able to put all this stuff into the booth. Little things, mirror lights, bed lights. I got to put a piece of 1/4" tape across here to paint the surrounding, and then these are D switchback from Boost Auto Parts mirror lights. So I'll be taping off the little D on them and then painting everything else, and then peeling the D and clearing it. And then third brake light, the black is gonna go blue, the clear is gonna stay clear. Door handles, keeping the brushed, I brushed the chrome in it, and then painting the white blue, obviously. And the same with the rear tailgate handle. So yeah. First batch of parts are done and was dry enough for me to move into the shop bay so I can put all the other parts in. But all these pieces turned out really nice. It turned out really nice. Got a little bit of dirt in it. But for the most part, really happy with how they turned out. And round 2 with everything else. It's all done. There's so much work into sanding and taping off. I got the heavy duty emblems out and I painted them the brown with the suspension. I just set them in. That's what they look like. This thing's gonna be sweet when it's done. I went ahead and brushed the chrome. So it's gonna be a brush 3500 right here. Passenger side bed is done. Well, pretty much the only thing I've left is this cab corner and this door. Everything else is ready. This was slightly buffed, but hood is sanded down. Fender slightly buffed just to see it, but it's sanded, it's ready. Door is resanded, it's ready. Other side of the bed is ready. I do need a sand gas cap. But other than that, I still need to do the tailgate too. So I am wet sanding with 2000 and then 3000 on the bumper. The whole truck got 1000, 1500, 2000, 3000. It's already been buffed with the first compound. It's coming out super nice. He's on the second right now. I'm having one of my employees buff it for me. so that way I can continue sanding and whatnot. So I went ahead and I wet sanded and buffed the tailgate. My employee went home, so he's done with the truck for tonight, but I wanted to get a head start on everything else. I already did the front bumper as well. It's not really fun watching someone sand, so I didn't record me sanding the truck down and whatnot. But this has got a fresh coat of wax on it, and I'm letting that dry. I had to go over that one spot again, but yeah, this thing turned out pretty nice, pretty flat. So it's almost about time to put this thing back together. It's time to get this bumper back together. I already went ahead and put this plastic piece in, but I'm gonna do a time lapse with me reassembling everything else. And there she is, all back together. I don't have sensors, I have to get sensors still. But other than that, it's back together. So I got the hood all buffed. I wanted to throw these things in. Oh, so satisfying. Sweet. That looks really good. With the brush numbers and the brown heavy duty logo, same color as the suspension. Wow, beautiful. And I did put the emblem in. It's just double side tape and it clips in. And the taillights. Wow. Yeah, that looks great. Now to test them. Sweet. Still kept the C, just it's smoked. And obviously I still have the brake light as well. So it'll even be even brighter than what it is right here. So I got the roll and lock back on with the bed rail covers. So we're gonna get the rear bumper now and get it on.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded
Got
on 2 separate
all of the bottom trim pieces on, the lights in.
from those positions.
This is all bolted back up.
Simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sound
Bottom
blended together.
mud flaps, whatever they are called,
Impossible to obtain
bolted in.
a monaural recording.
I'm waiting on my new sensors to come in. So for these door handles that came off the 4-door 5th gens, this right here is a little too long, so you have to cut it off, cut about. I did 3/4 of an inch. Now that is off, I can go ahead and get it on and continue with putting these doors back together. Now the door and the lock, door handle and the lock is on and is working. Now this has the keyless entry button on the door handle. I don't have it hooked up, but the guy that is making my radio harness, he does that conversion as well, and I will be talking to him about getting that done in the future. Oh, let's go ahead and get the door panel on now. And just like that, the door panels are back installed. So now I have the door weather stripping on the door itself. I already installed the one on the cab. I have to put the one on the door, and then there's this like dust shield that goes down the side of the door, of the front of the door. So I have to install that. Other than that, cab will be done. Oh, other than my amp steps, I still have to put my amp steps on. I busted the glass on this mirror, so I have one coming. It'll be here in 2 days. So there's that. We got the LEDs wired up like I said. It's on just the battery right now, that's why it's on, just so I wanted to make sure that they worked. And they're in, so now I have to install the little dome light on the bottom of this still. All right, it is finally time to start throwing the whole front clip on this truck. So I'm gonna throw up another time lapse. Sorry for all the time lapses. And just like that, it is back together, all bolted down. And man, this thing looks insane in person. I don't really think the camera does it justice. And now let's go ahead and move to doing the inner liners. I already cleaned both of them, so now I just got to install them. So let's get on to throwing these in. So this cover sits right in front of, or on top of the grill area underneath the hood. It connects to the factory airbox, and obviously I don't have the factory airbox anymore, but I do like this piece because it hides a lot of stuff, like the radiator and some AC lines and whatnot. So I do like to have it, so I decided to cut this section off. I just ran some tape and saw where I thought would be best to cut it, and I did. So now it is off. Kept the word Ram and heavy duty on there. Let's get it back on the truck. Now that looks way better than having that big bulky thing stick out past all of it, so you can't really see the intake and valve cover and whatnot. So now I just need to put the little clip pins in, and it will be all set in. And I do still have the under hood piece I still have to put in, but we're getting real close, pretty sure. The only thing left I have to do is install the cab lights and the roof spoiler as well. So I went ahead and I took the wiper arms off and the old cowl off and installed the new one along with the side trim pieces. You can kind of see them. So yeah, now I just got to put the windshield wipers back on. They are drying. I went ahead and just did them a satin black for OEM look. So I got the vacuum on the AC, vacuum it down so I can get AC put back in this thing. I went ahead and reinstalled the amp step boards. I got to drill the holes out for the lights now. And now it's time to throw the third brake light and roof spoiler on. And cab lights are on, roof spoiler is on, third brake light is in. Looks sweet. I was skeptical on the roof spoiler, but I do like it. It looks good. It's different. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light. Like the cool.
So, made it here at the iDrive truck show in Orlando at the Desertland Auto Museum, theme park, whatever. I'm gonna give you guys a little walk around of the truck being all done here at the show. But as far as that, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more.
Ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do